Hey, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Long time no see. You know, I was gonna come on here and just completely ignore my absence and just blame it on school and work, but the truth is there's a lot more to it than that. And although that wouldn't have been a complete lie, it's true, I have been busy with work and school, but I've also really struggled these past couple months with mental health. And mental health is something really hard for me to talk about, like it is for most people. So the fact that I'm kind of talking about it in front of a camera is sort of a big deal. But the reason why I'm talking about it is because a few days ago my friend and I had a conversation and we were talking about the stigma behind mental health and how horrible it is that nobody talks about it. You know, say I was sick and I had the flu and I didn't post a YouTube video for a few weeks. I would come on here and I would tell you guys that. So why is it when it's a mental illness that nobody wants to talk about it? After that conversation that I had with my friend, I realized that if I just said, oh, I've been busy, you know, work, school, crazy, I would be contributing to that stigma and that schema that mental health is bad or it shouldn't be talked about, when really it's a part of life, it's normal. So I thought I'd just come on here and talk to you guys and just be as open as possible. It's hard to be so vulnerable, but hopefully it helps at least someone out there know that you're not alone and that almost everybody deals with some sort of mental health problem, and it really shouldn't be treated any differently than a physical problem. Specifically, mental health in college is a big issue. I just finished my sophomore year of college, and as much as it's exciting and fun, and we have so many great opportunities, it really is a stressful time. And this stress can really take a toll on your mental health, especially if you're someone like me who hates to say no. This past semester, I took on way too many responsibilities and I really screwed myself over. I had a full course load with 6 classes, I worked 3 jobs, and I would take every single shift that was offered to me because I am crazy. I volunteer in my community, I run a club at a local middle school, I spend time with my friends, time with my family, but that left literally no time at all for myself. I would start my classes at 8 a.m. and go right from classes right to work, sometimes run from one job to another job, and then I would go home, it would be time to do homework, and I would end up being up until, 2, 3 a.m. and then I'm like, I gotta sleep. But even when I would tell myself, it's time to stop now, like I need to go to bed, I would lay there restless knowing that my to-do list was endless. And honestly, that schedule was absolutely insane and really, really took a toll on me. So this video is especially for the perfectionists out there like me. It's just a reminder that you need to take time for yourself. My main goal in life is to inspire others and to make other people happy, and sometimes I put that before myself, and I know that other people do that too. But when you're not putting any effort into yourself, you can't help others effectively. And if you're like me and you realize, hey, I took on way too much, I am in over my head, I have 0 time for myself, I gotta make some changes. My flaw was that I took out things that made me happy and that were related to just myself. For example, I stopped making YouTube videos this past couple months. And making these videos is something that I do for myself and not for anybody else. It's something that I've been passionate about since I was younger. I love just talking to a camera, as weird as that sounds, and making connections with people and making new friends. It's something that I enjoy. But when my life was crazy, I thought it would be a good idea to cut out what I thought was the least important, which was anything pertaining to myself and what makes me happy. Now that the semester's over and I've had some time to reflect, I know that I need to make changes for next semester in order to put myself first and to make me happy. I'm excited to make the changes that I need to improve my life, and I hope if you're dealing with any kind of mental illness that this inspires you to make the changes that you need in your life. A few quick things that I think just every student should be reminded of in regards to mental health. This applies whether you're in high school, college, it doesn't matter. These are just a few things that I really think need to be talked about more often and that I wanted to remind you in case you might be struggling if you're watching this. The first thing I would say is to put yourself first. Over sports, over grades, over relationships, over friendships, over anything. You are the most important, and you are so valuable, and you are worth putting first. Number 2 is to sleep. It can be so tempting to try and just stay up all night to cram all your schoolwork in, or even if you're so stressed that you feel like you can't sleep. Trust me, I know what that's like, but if you're not getting enough sleep, you're not taking care of yourself or your body. Kind of going along with that is eat. Don't forget to eat. I think some of the biggest things that I've even witnessed with my friends is when you go through a stressful time in school or just in life in general, people forget to eat or just choose not to eat because you might not have an appetite when you're so stressed. So again, if you realize, hey, I'm not eating, that I don't have an appetite, or even maybe if you're eating too much, if you're binge eating because you're so stressed, that is also a problem. So please reach out to someone and get help if you feel like you are having any sort of problems with eating. Next reminder is to do what makes you happy. We all have things that we like to do, whether it's playing video games or playing a sport or playing an instrument or walking, exercising. There's so many different passions and hobbies out there, and if you feel like you don't have one, I really encourage you to try and find one, because I know that helps me a lot when I am sad or not really feeling my greatest. I can do something that makes me happy and then feel a whole lot better. So find something that you're passionate about and use that to make you happy. And the last thing I wanted to just remind everybody of is to know your worth. You are worth setting aside time for. You are worth taking a couple days off to have alone time. You are worth taking a nice bath to relax, going to get a massage, reading a book. It can be so hard to acknowledge your own worth, especially if you're dealing with a mental illness, but even without it, we all struggle with confidence. But it's so incredibly important to remember, even if you don't see it, even if you don't feel it, you are worth it and you need to take time for yourself. So if you're having trouble with any of these things, just know that it's perfectly okay to get help. If you are in school, most likely there are some great resources that can be provided to you in regards to mental health. So please, please, please don't keep it all inside. That makes it so much worse, speaking from experience, and it won't get you anywhere. It sometimes can take till your breaking point till you want to go and get help. But it'll be so much easier to recover if you get help as soon as possible rather than at your breaking point. The big takeaway from this is that it's totally and completely okay to talk about mental health and to get help if you need it. Mental health cannot be seen like physical health can, so that's why it needs to be spoken about. And if I can do it, you can do it too. I think that's about all I have to say for now. Anyways, I know that was a lot, and this is something that I don't usually do, where I would never post this online, but like I said at the beginning of this video, I had this conversation with my friend and it really inspired me to open up. So hopefully it helped you if you are struggling, or if you've ever struggled, or maybe in the future if you might be going through some things. Just always remember that it's okay to talk about it and it's okay to go get help, and always put yourself first. If by chance this is the first video you've watched of mine, hi, I'm Kayla. Usually I don't post serious videos like this, but I felt like this needed to be talked about. But typically on my channel, I post just fun videos that are made to make people happy, or just to express myself in an artistic way. So yeah, don't expect serious videos like this all the time, because it's really hard for me to film serious videos like this, but I wanted to put this out there. So Thank you so much for watching. If you made it through this whole thing, you are amazing and I love you so much. If you are struggling with anything and you don't know who to talk to, please feel free to reach out, leave a comment down below. I will gladly talk to anyone. If for some reason you do want more raw, real videos like this, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below. That way I know that this is something that people are interested in. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking now. Thank you guys so much again for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.